Are you ready for some travel tips? Hi friends, it's me. I am back with some travel tips. I want to go over a few things about long plane rides.
First time I went on a long plane ride was to India, and I think that was like 15 hours on the way there and 16 hours on the way back, something like that. It's pretty crazy.
I went absolutely nuts. I
Didn't have sleeping pills, I didn't know what to do, what to bring, all my stuff was disorganized. I just didn't know how to handle it, so I wanted to be able to share with you guys the things I've learned.
Number one is research the airline to see what they serve you before you get on the plane. Make sure that they actually do serve you meals and find out how many meals you will most likely be served. Do they give you snacks? Do they give you sodas? Do they give you a full meal, or is it just like, what is it like? Look at reviews, figure out if you need to bring your own food, because the last thing you want to do is be 10 hours into a flight, you still have 3 hours left and you're starving and you hate the food and there's nowhere to go, there's nothing to eat. You don't want to be in that position. And number two is come fully charged. Charge all of your devices. So charge your phone, charge your laptop, MP3 player. I don't know if anyone still has those. Just charge all of your stuff and bring your charging wires with you, obviously. But you never know if you're going to be stuck at a seat where the charging thing is broken, and it just makes it a lot easier and less stressful when you already know, okay, my phone's at 100%. My laptop or my tablet is at 100%. Number three, I really like this one. If you're on a long plane ride, you're probably going internationally. I don't even know the longest plane ride in the US. I don't know, would it be like California to New York? I don't know how long that plane ride is. You want to keep a pen in your smaller carry-on item.
Normally, you're either going to have your checked luggage, which isn't even in the cabin, right? Or you just have a carry-on in like your smaller bag, so like your purse or a knapsack under the seat in front of you that you can easily access. So bring a pen and put it in that, so that when the flight attendants come around and they're handing out the customs forms for you to fill in to enter into that country, whatever that country is, you already have your own pen.
BYOS. Bring your own snacks. My advice would be have something that you know you enjoy, especially if you're going 12 to 15 hours. It's just really comforting to know that you have a couple Snickers bars in your carry-on so that you can just have a little bit of comfort food. Bring your favorite snack with you just to have, and this kind of goes along with the food one, but this is specifically like something to snack on. At the very least, it'll give you something to do if you're getting super bored of all the movies and super bored of whatever you have on your phone or whatever book you have. Bring a sleeping mask. The airline might not give you one. It depends on the airline, so I guess you could check and see whether they give you a sleeping mask or not. If you intend to sleep on your flight, you'll want to have that because they'll be turning off and on the overhead lights. At any given point, it's not going to be pitch black, so especially if you're a lighter sleeper, have a sleeping mask, and also have a jacket or a blanket. A blanket, to me, traveling with a blanket is kind of a luxury because I usually travel very light, but I think it's always important to have something to just like cozy up with, cover yourself with, and a jacket is obviously multi-purpose too. It doesn't just count as a blanket. So have those things with you. Plan your sleep schedule. So make sure you know what time it will be when you arrive at your destination, okay? You don't want to stay awake for 10 hours on the plane, and then when you arrive at your destination, it's like 10 a.m. and you still have an entire day to stay awake. You're gonna go crazy and you'll need like a lot of caffeine or something to stay awake, okay? So just make it easier on yourself. Plan out, okay, I'm leaving at this time, so this is what my sleep pattern usually would be, and then start adjusting that to the new time zone that you'll be in, so that when you arrive in your new destination, ideally you'll already have started adapting to that new time zone so you don't have to suffer as much from jet lag. And then if it makes sense that you'll want to sleep hopefully a full cycle or take a nap or whatever it is on the plane, and you know you're a light sleeper, or even if you're a heavy sleeper, bring sleeping pills. Like, bring some sleeping pills that you know work for you. I tried the Tylenol PM, I think that's what it was, and it did not work for me at all.
You know, figure out what sleeping pill works for you. I wouldn't mess with a new prescription if it's going to be your first time.
I would try something that you know already works for you so that nothing crazy happens when you're on the plane. Wear socks. Just wear socks with your shoes, or wear comfortable shoes that you can leave on. You'll want something that your feet can swell into. That sounds so gross, but most likely, actually, I don't know if this happens for most people, but for a lot of people, their feet will swell. Like, my feet swelled a lot actually on my flight back from China recently.
Wear comfortable shoes because your feet might start swelling and you'll want them to be comfortable because it might be painful.
Bring your own headphones. Make sure they're gonna fit into the little hole that's right by the TV screen on the seat in front of you, and that'll just be the normal, like the regular round hole. So I don't know if is that focusing? I don't know. The new iPhones have those flat headphones. So obviously bring that for your own phone if you want to like listen to music or watch whatever on your phone. Bring your own headphones that you know will be comfortable in your ears for the TV screen, in case you want to binge watch movies for 15 straight hours. And I'm sort of realizing that these are all centered around being comfortable, and that's pretty much what it's all about, especially if you have the regular class ticket, which that's what I always get because I don't have extra money right now to spend on the first class ticket, okay? And as an extra bonus one, if you're getting into your seat and you notice that the flight is looking pretty light, like there's not a lot of people filling in the seats, maybe just kind of nudge a flight attendant and ask them, hey, how full is this flight gonna be? And if they tell you it's not very full, then immediately start being on the lookout for seats that have no people in them. So you can find a seat possibly that has one seat or multiple seats that are empty next to it. So then you can lay down onto the seat or seats next to you during the flight and actually have a proper sleep. So there you have it. That is the 9 + 1 = 10 tips for long plane rides. And wherever you're going internationally or in the States, I'm super excited for you. I hope you have an awesome trip. And if this is your first time on a long flight, then don't be intimidated. A lot of it is just learning how to deal with being a little bit crammed, but it'll be so worth it. And for me, part of the adventure of traveling is the actual traveling part. So I actually really enjoy these plane rides and everything they entail. So just embrace whatever it is that happens on your plane ride. Even if you have like the worst seat in the plane, you're still on a plane. It's a miracle to be flying in the air over the ocean. Oh, be grateful for that. Be grateful for your traveling in general, and I wish you the best. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!